Welcome everyone to the 38th episode of Tesla Club India podcast slash spaces. Today we are going to discuss EV registration data for May 2025 and Harrier EV reveal. So joining with me Sagar and X Roders and Electric. So welcome everyone. So moving on to our first topic, which is EV registration data. So registration summary for May 2025 without Telangana is about 1 lakh two-wheelers or registration, making up 6% of the market. In three-wheeler, we saw 66,000 registration, making up 63% of the market. Electric cars saw 12.5 thousand registration, making up 3.33% of the market. So we are now jumped from 2 to 3 plus percent in electric four-wheeler space. So that's a good sign. Electric buses, we saw 338 registration, which amounted to 4.5% of the market. In two-wheeler space, we have TVS ranked first at 24,000. Bajaj Auto Limited ranked second at 22,000 about. Ola remains at third, about 18.5 thousand. Ola hasn't been able to come up in first and second in last few months. Their Gen 3 delivery and even their scooter deliveries have started, but for some reason they are unable to. And at fourth number, we have Ather for about 13,000. Now, Vida has jumped quite a lot. It has reached at fifth position, 7,000 units. And in among some other names, we have River Mobility. It is now reached about 1,000. Bounce 500. Simple Energy 351. They haven't been able to expand. Honda Activa is selling 334 units of Honda Activa were sold. Not sure who exactly is buying those and why would you buy an Activa electric, but yeah, some are still buying it. Ultraviolet 85, quite good for that bike at that price. Moving on to four wheeler, we have the four wheeler data includes Telangana state. So Tata sold about 4.7 thousand. MG is quite closing about 4.3 thousand. Mahindra BE6 and XUV9E they sold 2,700 and XUV 400 it sold 260. Hyundai ranked fourth, selling 669. So Creta is doing okay-ish, but not what it should because its prices are just so high than they should be. BYD is at 602, BMW is at 201, and somehow Citron is still selling 128 something. I think mostly these are just fleet buyers. Mercedes at 108, and others are just. Someone even bought a Lotus Electric in Telangana. Interesting. So in total, about 13,700 units of electric cars in all over country were registered in the month of May. So Tata still has some work to do, quite a lot of work to do, and MG is catching up. Mahindra is doing okay, given that they are only selling the topmost variant of BE6 and XUV9E. They should soon start delivery of other variant as well. And they need to because volumes will now only go down for these two variants. Hyundai, maybe after the reveal of prices of Harrier, maybe Hyundai will rethink their prices as well because Creta at those prices it doesn't make any sense. So, Dr. Saab, what are your views on all this?
Thank you, Nikhil. So numbers are interesting. So Tata remains number one, right?
Yes, Tata is number one, followed by MG.
Tata is number one. So firstly, in the two-wheelers, I think it will remain like that for long time now. I don't see Ola can bounce back now with TVS and Chetak getting like it's like their numbers are solid and their positions are also solid from quite 5 to 6 months. And there is a news going on that uh, that Chetak, a low-cost Chetak is coming in coming months. So
Yes, it
that
is.
will also help Chetak's numbers. So that
But I
was for
mean,
the
Ola will
two-wheeler.
soon
Then
start. Ola has started deliveries of their motorcycles also. Though if they can ramp those up, then overall numbers may go high.
yes, you're right. And we missed that Rista is, I think Ather Rista has clocked 1 lakh numbers. That's a very
Yes,
good
yeah,
achievement
yeah.
for Ather. That's a very good achievement.
I mean,
So
Ether has been a
two
slow and
wheelers,
steady grower in this space.
right? And now with being listed in the stock market, Ather would be more careful and they would be doing preemptive steps because once you are listed as a listed company, your approach changes. तो तो वो मतलब एथर को हम कह सकते हैं कि इट्स अ लंबी रेस का घोड़ा तो
Yeah,
now so these will remain same ये चार ऐसे ही रहेंगे I think first TVS and Chetak then your Ola and then Ather these four are now pretty much the main drivers of the two-wheeler electric powertrains like मतलब two-wheeler electric में these four will remain like that and uh, they will sustain numbers. Rest, I don't think so. Vida is selling because it is being offered at huge discounts. You are right that who is buying a Honda electric anyway. Suzuki
yeah. I
EXS,
don't
we
buy
have
any
to see
Honda.
how it performs. Suzuki EXS is far better than the Honda one. So let's see how it does. In the four-wheelers,
Yeah,
we have
so
already talked about in the four-wheelers, we've already talked about that Tata still has an advantage, uh, even if the software and other issues which are plaguing, which have reduced, but still Tata has advantage of the numbers and they are number one. Then MG Venture Pro is again out of the box car and it's selling well. Mahindra, as you already pointed, that the pack three numbers they have delivered. I think they also shared some 10,000 units dispatched, right? Total overall.
yeah, yeah,
So pack two and pack one would be challenge for Mahindra because they have themselves planted the news of 79 kilowatt hour coming. So, and moreover, with the YouTube videos and all those reviews coming up, that the 79 pack is giving a 400 kilometer of range. Not that everyone is getting a 500 or a 450 or 470. So it would be a challenge because the 59 kilowatt hour customer would be thinking that I will not be getting that kind of range, so I should wait for the 79 kilowatt hour pack. So it's a kind of challenge for them how to now manage those things. And with regards to Hyundai, Hyundai has officially shared that they've sold 4,000 Cretas from the launch. I've shared the image in the message box also.
yes.
Mm.
I need to
And
check those number. I mean, 4,000 is
no, these numbers are officially, these are officially 4,000 plus Creta
oh,
electrics on Indian roads. This is shared by Hyundai themselves. So officially, they have
okay.
shared it. And so people still are getting it. Now we don't have any breakup of like what is in the 40, 49 wala aata hai na, 49 and uh, uh,
42 and 51.
42 and 51. The breakup is not there. किस में कितना बिका है, but they have shared that 4,000 they have sold.
I have only seen owners with the 51 pack. I haven't met anyone with
Yeah,
42.
I have also met owners of 50 only. Then MG we have discussed, Mahindra we have pointed, Tata Harrier का तो अभी हम discuss करेंगे तो we can
Yeah.
talk about that. Rest all numbers are like that. BYD and all those they are now small players, not that much. So that's about it I think on the numbers, and they will increase once these launches come. Kia Carens, Clavis EV would be coming. Then Harrier was launched. Then you have MG ZS EV ka replacement with the E5S. Then you have
Yes.
Maruti's Dark Horse, which I say E Vitara. So that will also come in September. It would be challenging now because now the price points are really coming at that level that the competition would really increase. So Kia also, Mr. Brad. the main head of Kia, in lot of interviews he have said that we will be launching under 20 lakh. This one, your six-seater version of Clavis EV.
When they have to.
So let's and अब तो मजबूरी हो जाएगा because 21
Yeah.
lakh 2149 for the 65 kilowatt hour pack of Harrier EV is something. So, so it's kind of a challenge for all the manufacturers to have that kind of balance and to still have opportunity to sort it because electrics have 5% GST and in long run how it plays, we have to see. So that was my take on the numbers. So, so we are on the right
So
track
Suhail, yeah,
as we always said that 2025 would be the benchmark year. And considering
right.
it, it's that thing is going fine. We don't have any worry on electric sector in India. So it's fine. Right. Thank you, Nikhil.
I mean, for some time, electric registration was stuck at 2%, but they have now crossed 3%, so it is growing finally.
Yeah, more the options. So because what
Yeah.
happens is once the norms have to be followed, the particular monthly sales have to correspond with that kind of electric vehicle sale. So the numbers would be constant. They will increase with all those launches coming. Like because we have to see how VinFast, Leap Motor, they do how they structure themselves in India. So they will also add to numbers. अब वो कैसे करते हैं? Let's see.
I mean, WinFast is an interesting one. Hopefully, they have solved the issues that were
VinFast
there
is doing
in the
VinFast.
United
I think
States.
VinFast currently have taken most of the automotive journalists from India to Vietnam to have an experience on their cars. So I was seeing many of the auto journalists posting these stories from Vietnam.
Yeah, yeah, they went
And
there.
yeah, so
They did factory tour and all.
it's so VinFast and Leap Motors, they मतलब उनका पता नहीं है वो कैसे स्ट्रक्चर करके लाएंगे. So because currently in India we don't have a pure EV manufacturer which has come with a bang. BYD is there, but they have not come with a bang. We still are
Yeah.
lacking that kind of a OEM which is just pure electric and they just come with full खुला भाव कि भाई पूरा बैंक के साथ हमने आना गाजे बाजू के साथ. So let's see, and you have that famous electric vehicle policy, which is running from December 2020, I think 2023, then 2024. वही वाली को वो tweak कर करके डाल रहे हैं ना. So and
Yeah, yeah, they
there
are
is a
just
rumor
taking it.
that government is pressurizing Hyundai, Kia, and the German brands to invest and to take advantage of this policy. So let's see how it pans out. So that was from my side on the numbers and all those things. Thank you.
Suhail Electric, do you have any insights on these numbers?
Sure, thank you. So most of the insights were covered by Extruder. So I would just touch upon some of the numbers which I had in my analysis. So 2025 was definitely a better year than 2024. Till now itself, we have covered more than 60% of the registration, even though we are not halfway around the year of what the numbers were of 2024. Then, as rightly pointed out, that Tata is the benchmark right now in terms of static numbers. But if you look at month sales, then only apart from MG, who has been stable, everyone has fallen down. So Mahindra by 17%, Hyundai also more than 17%. So Hyundai, we all know Creta that the price is the issue, and as was pointed out earlier as well. For Mahindra, I think the numbers are down because the most of the deliveries of the initial booking have been done, and now I think there is a cooling off period there. Also, because I think there might be some issues which the current customers have reported, and so Mahindra is tackling those issues and hence going slow with the deliveries deliberately. That would also be one of the possible reasons. BYD has shown an
You know,
Mhm.
my May was down for ICE registration by 9.7% and EV were up by 0.96%. So the whole market for four wheeler was just a bit low for May.
Correct, correct, correct. So every market was low, and only MG in terms of electric was stable. Everything was low. So
Yeah.
I think everyone is now taking a deep breath in terms of trying to maintain the quality of when the car is delivered, rather than rushing into deliveries for numbers. I think now they want to focus that no complaint comes back. So that is one particular thing. BYD saw a rise from the previous month, April. I guess that is because of the deliveries of Sea Lion 7 have picked up, and those were registered in the month of May. Apart from that, as it was
Yes.
pointed out by ex-roaders, that new EVs are coming into the market, and Harrier has put a benchmark in the SUV segment, whereas Windsor Pro has put a benchmark in the affordable segment, in the mid segment of EVs. So that is going to be the in the future launches. Those are going to be the price point of view numbers which other OEMs will have to beat. So that is my particular take on the May numbers.
Okay, thank you. If anyone among listener is a Windsor Pro owner or a XCV90 or BE6 owner that lives near Vellore, please DM us. And yeah, so Aditya, so do you have any take on this? I think Aditya is not here. So yeah, so let's move on to finally the exciting event that is Harrier launch. Tata has finally launched its much awaited Harrier EV after months of delay. And so going by these, just a second, I need to open the numbers. So this is the first EV in that comes in, four wheel drive. It has dual motor setup, rear wheel drive and as well as all wheel drive. It gets two battery packs, 65 kilowatt hour and 75 kilowatt hour. It is LFP as usual, but the pack is being made by Octillion, and Tata is not using Goshen cells in this. The cells that being used are from EVE, and these are cylindrical LFP cells. These are also being used in the Curve 45 version. And from what we know, that's a stable one. So I think this shouldn't have any issue as well regarding that usual Tata HVR, etc. Hopefully, we won't see any of that in this. And it has 504 newton meter of torque in the dual motor setup. In boost mode, it can do 0 to 100 in 6.3 seconds. It has ultra glide suspension. They are using QLED from Samsung, and it is 36.9 centimeter. They automatic parking. They and yeah. So what else is there? The clear 120 kilowatt charging is there. So in the 75 version, about 100 kilowatts should be there in 65 version. They claim 20 to 80% in 25 minutes. So that's finally a good improvement. I think it should require about 300 ampere cables. So that should be good mostly.
Yeah, hi.
Well,
Sorry to interrupt you. My mic was not working that time actually. That's why I couldn't speak.
no problem, Aditya. We have now moved on to Harrier,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we will
So yeah,
have you in that.
no issues. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so in the front motor is the Taco is doing the front motor, and the back motor is being done by Schaeffler. The back motor is a permanent PMSM motor, and they claim that they have done 80% part locally developed and manufactured in India regarding their motors. So that's something from the taco motor, and the front motor is liquid cooled. The rear one they mentioned something called spiral cooling. I think it is liquid cooled also, but I'm not exactly sure on what they mean by that. It should be able to optimize for efficiency on highway by turning off the front motor, which is an induction motor. So we need to see how they balance these motor for the efficiency at different speeds. And one thing that most people, most EV owners are not happy with this is that it comes with 7 kilowatt AC charging option. They didn't give the 11 kilowatt that many people were hoping for. So that's the one major letdown, you can say. It does come with V2V and V12 function, which Mahindra misses out on. So many people have been wanting that. And rear motor can put out output of 175 kilowatt, while the front motor can put out the output of 116 kilowatt. So, and they claim ARI range on rear wheel drive is 627 kilometer, while on the all wheel drive it is 622. So not much difference there. But they are claiming C75 range between 480 to 505 kilometer. I think it can achieve that, especially in the RWD one. AWD one, we need to see efficiency, but 450 should be easily doable. Dr. Saab, you now just jump in with anything else, the features that I might have missed. You know more about that.
I think you've not missed anything. You've talked about the main, I think main thing is the battery pack 65, 75, and the real world range of 480 to 505 kilometers they shared, C75 which Tata shares. So most of the details they talked about
Yeah.
was about the this QWD variant. So 65 kilowatt hour uh, details are still not known, like power figures and all those things. So the boost mode is restricted to QWD variant. So boost mode will not come in the 65 kilowatt hour variant. So one thing is this, which everyone should know, that RWD boost mode will not come. And
Yeah, it's an
the
all wheel drive 75 one.
yes, and in the EIRVM, I think the capacity is around 128 GB. You can have the memory card to 128 GB and records in HD. So it was that. Then you have that every manufacturer when they launch, they always say world's first. Initially Hyundai used to do it, India's first. Now it has become a habit of all the manufacturers, world's first, world's this first, industry first. So Tata Motors, they say that DGSS using the ultra wide band, which they call it the e-wallet. It's also the world's first. Then 540 degrees surround view system. That's something interesting. Six terrain modes, which would be available in the QWD. I don't know how much people will use it and how many will buy that variant, this QWD one. Then they've got the Samsung new QLED Dolby Atmos. It's again, they say that it's world's first. And then you have those, I think Harrier, I think it gets the black speaker, what they call it, Herman black speakers for this. And then they have then they call a off-road assist mode, which is with the cruise control, which they showed in that Elephant Wala TVC also. So,
Yes, yes.
and we have that auto park assist. Auto park assist also comes with it. Each summon mode, though, they already showed in the Auto Expo and this event also. Then they were like something which Mr. Which was in the presentation, that even the uh, uh, blind spots near the rims, they would also be there. So that ERVM is basically I think I shared that it would be the HD recording, front and the rear both.
No, no.
Digital key, smart card, remote key, and a lot of memes have been made on the key also, na? The new key they have launched, that
That key
carom
is
key,
ridiculously bad.
that
I'm not
that
sure
carom key.
who approved it.
So it's kind of interesting. That key is interesting, really. So then that was a JBL Black speakers, high powered 10 speakers it gets, JBL Black, and I think that would be coming only on the top model only. So What more?
Okay.
And your favorite Mapples. They've also got the Mapples. Like I think Mahindra's also called the Mapples, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mahindra is Mapples. Yeah.
Yeah, Mahindra also.
Correct, correct.
So then you have the 4-year complimentary subscription of IRA,
Yeah,
and
that's an interesting one. And
uh,
I missed the
uh,
most important part, lifetime warranty.
I was coming
Tata
on to
finally
that.
has
Yeah,
lifetime warranty. Tata
and
finally
and
has
and
lifetime warranty on their battery for first owners. And for the second owner, it would be 2 lakh kilometer or
And
10
10
years.
years, which is the same as
yeah,
Mahindra.
Nikhil,
yeah,
Nikhil, you
and
missed
the
the most important factor that will save Tata.
so they
What
so
battery pack not
that
by
factor
Tata?
that factor Sagar can add when he speaks. So we will get that. So 67-liter is the front capacity, which will be in the RWD. 35 is for the AWD. But I don't understand that why don't you add the you like the manufacturer like Tata, they offer frameless wipers in most of their cars. But for a front, you should always have a hydraulic strut. The bonnet of Tata cars is so heavy that you can't lift it. I would rather use the electric tailgate to keep my stuff rather to use the front. So I don't know why they didn't provide it the hydraulic strut. No idea why. So it will have 6 airbags. I think it will have 6 airbags as standard.
Seven. Yeah.
Seven would be
Top
coming.
end.
No,
Top
Seven
end.
would
six as
become
standard. Seven would be for
Top
the
end. Yeah.
top. Uh, so
an airbag.
level 2 we have level 2 we have discussed. What more? So there are four, I think four colors: Nainital Nocturne, Empowered Oxide, Pristine White, and Pure Grey. And you have the Steelth edition also. I think that's it. And we know the pricing: 21.49 for the base 65 kilowatt hour variant. Uh, hopefully they
And
don't get. Hopefully Tata doesn't get greedy. So
It is
on
introductory
a
I
price.
mean,
whole,
it shouldn't go over 28 lakh. It shouldn't go over
and
28 lakh in
and
my view. Over 30,
and
it would be hard.
and 21.49 is excluding the charger. And maybe in the top variant they provide the charger bundled with the car. No idea. And uh,
I mean,
and some
Tata does that 50,000 difference with charge and without charger. So
yes, yes,
that's
yes.
normal.
So what more we have on this?
And one thing that
And
the Tata is finally
No, I think Nikhil has lost the connection.
Okay. Okay. So Suhail, you were adding something. Please add on.
Yeah, so number one, one correction from Dr. Saab. So only the for the IRV for the IRVM, the front will be a full HD recording, whereas the back will not be a full HD recording.
it is, I think, 19,
1920 into
20 into
380,
340,
384.
380. Right, right. You're right. You're
Okay,
right.
and for the storage, I think they are providing 64 GB
64.
uh,
Yeah.
and 120.
No, no,
It's
no.
expandable to 128.
Yes, the official is 128. In the official press release, it is one maximum up to 128 GB.
Maximum up to 128, but I think they have said it's 64 GB, which they are going to provide, which is expandable to 128 maximum.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay,
and
okay.
video transferring will be very easy. There'll be a QR code, and just
QR
have to
code, yeah,
scan it,
yeah,
and you can transfer the videos. Plus, it says
and I think the sunroof has some kind of a design, which I think that's got ambient light similar to Mahindra one.
yes. I don't know if it'll be like the million colors which Mahindra offers, but I think it will be more than what Curve offers, which has very few
So
options.
there was some design on the
No, no.
sunroof.
Dr. Saab is right. I think we can infer that on the sunroof there are some spots which might
Yeah,
be
on the
having
sunroof.
lights.
Yeah,
It's like
correct.
it's like Galaxy or something. I saw a video where the channel was describing the accessories with the Tata Harrier. In that there was the guy was showing the roof. It has some Galaxy design. Like I'm not sure. I think more details will come by once the
Second
Yeah,
show.
quad event is there, which is
correct.
there.
When they have the media drives on 12th and 13th, I guess we'll have more details about that.
I don't think so that they should go beyond 28.
Yes,
Let's
same
hope.
here. They have to undercut XEV.
and regarding dash cam recording, I don't think it's viewable in the car screen or even in a Tata app. That should have been directly integrated.
So I think the details are still sketchy. मुझको मालूम नहीं है क्या करें, मतलब how they will do it. So we have to wait for that.
Correct.
But on the whole, that the Harrier's biggest advantage is that the the presence of the car and the design acceptability is quite good. That would be its advantage in, in in long run. Like you have a proper, fully uh, bade wala SUV,
Yes,
then
yes. I think
it would be like
yes, it's similar
that
to
would
the
be
strategy of
advantage.
Creta, right? The Creta has the advantage of the conscience that this is the ICE variant and the shape is this. So it will play in the mind of the customers who are trying to buy Harrier as well. They know the design, they
Yeah.
know the road presence. So it will be similar to that.
No, exactly, exactly. I think one of the biggest advantage is of the top hat that Harrier is carrying, compared to XCV9E or any BE6 or anything. Because I'll tell you, instance, one of my very close friend, childhood friend, called me this afternoon, and out of the blue, he said me that how is Harrier EV, and I know him as a person who is very mileage conscious, but never into the EV ecosystem. So we were discussing, and I told him, "How do you find 9E?" So he clearly told me that me and my father, don't like that, very radical design of 9E that the coupe, is. So India has a lot of, customers who are very specific about, how the road presence they want. They don't want the coupe style of design. They want a butch look like, this Fortuner or this Harrier gives. So yeah, this is a very big differentiating point, that people will
Correct,
make
correct.
out between the other cars.
My real brother itself, he doesn't like the design of the Mahindra twins, and he is more of a conventional, what you can say, a car enthusiast. So he likes the design of the Harrier better. But then again, I have asked him to wait for some time to see what the actual performance of the Harrier is before going into for the purchase.
Mahindra design, this BEVs were going to be like that always. It's like someone would just like it, someone would just not like it. It would be like that. But one thing is clear that the BE6 design is such that even after 20 years, today, at in 2045, the Gen Z of that generation would also love that design. So it's like the classic European design. It's like the opposite of that. So Harrier has an advantage over XEV9 on the design front, upfront, like directly. But in my opinion, my personal opinion, that 9E and Harrier.ev, they should not be compared overall, because
But they will
the
fall into the
inception is,
same. I know, I get your point, but
yeah,
they will fall into the same price
people will
bracket. So
people
that is what the
Yeah,
end customer
you're absolutely bang on that people will compare. I would rather avoid it so that Tata guys price it very well. They don't get that greedy to just run up to the XCV9 levels. So let's see. But yes, it looks a promising product, but more details once they arrive, the pricing and all those things. And because one thing you have to be sure that the suspension and everything would be really good. Harrier already had a very good suspension, so that's an
And
advantage.
I think
And
on the suspension part, Dr. Saab, they have bought in a new FSD kind of technology, right? So
yes,
it
yes,
will even be
and
more, comfort oriented, for the off.
yes, yes, yes. And Tata is very clever. Tata is very clever in just adding that side step. That is a
Yes,
clever touch which they
yes.
did. So you can't see that battery pack like which was visible in like the Auto Expo. So they've just sorted it with that side step. So in a way, it's good. More details we will find out once the
One
quad
thing
event
I also want to
happens.
touch upon is the
Uh,
as you mentioned earlier about the availability of 7 kilowatt charger and not an 11 kilowatt charger. I think the 7 kilowatt charger is suffice, and it's the optimal AC charging unit. I don't as and also 11 kilowatt is not mostly available in a residential area.
Yeah, actually, the only argument on that is that you provide the capacity till 11 kilowatt because it makes it future proof.
Correct, correct.
That's the only
So,
thing. Otherwise, you are right that 11 kilowatt you have to get the three phase and all those things are there with that.
so a provision
So
should be
you're
there.
right
I
in a
think a
way.
provision should be there till 22 kilowatt AC. just for the sake
Yes,
of.
maybe in the top model or something. Like we don't expect that Tata would change on 12th or 13th. कुछ change आ जाएगा.
हाँ नहीं चेंज
But
तो नहीं आएगा बट
maybe
आई थिंक ये प्रोविजन अगर हम बीएमएस को किस तरह से अपग्रेड करके यू जस्ट से दैट it should be available at 22 kilowatt AC, but you provide a charger maximum to 7 kilowatt.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
whenever I talk
Aditya wants
about
to
that
speak.
11 and 7 kilowatt issue, people think that I'm talking about home charging while I'm talking about the capability. So we need the capability for
Yes,
home.
yes,
Yeah, 7 is
exactly.
fine. Some are even running
So
their
11
XCV on 3 kilowatt charger. So that's up to
so what
everyone's
happens?
needs and yeah.
Correct, correct.
So what happens is 11 kilowatt one capacity helps once you are like supposedly you are traveling and you have to charge overnight. And supposedly I'm going to Manali and I have to charge overnight at a place. So if it is the capacity is 11, so I can charge it overnight very easily. So that helps. So that 11
Yes,
का advantage वहाँ पे
yes.
carry कर सकते हैं. So I think Aditya wants to speak. I think Aditya,
Yeah,
you can go
Aditya,
ahead, please.
please.
Yeah, just one thing to add about that, like you were mentioning in the summary. The
Aditya, your
thing
voice
is,
is not clear.
I think it's echoing somewhere.
hello,
Aditya,
Dr.
you are not audible.
So now, hello.
Yeah, your voice is still like kind of hazy.
Okay, I just went to the station.
Can you rejoin or just to change your position if you're somewhere in a corner?
There is a reverb and
Kaushik,
Till Aditya sorts, yeah. So Kaushik, please go ahead.
Kaushik, if you are there and you are a Tata owner also, I
Hi,
think so.
hi. Good evening. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, you are.
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor.
Okay. I'm not that tech savvy, except EV. So
Yeah,
please
hi.
don't mind because I
Nice.
joined already. My mic was not working, so I rejoined. So a good hi, refreshing hi to everybody who's joined
Hi,
in.
hi.
A
So,
small
what
intro
are
about
your
myself.
what?
A small
Yeah,
intro about
please.
myself. I'm a maxillofacial surgeon. I do the surgery of face, but I'm from a dental background. My main cases include facial trauma surgeries, road traffic accidents, and little bit of jaw surgeries and cancer surgeries. So, being that, I consult at 9 hospitals in Bangalore and around 5, 6 hospitals, friends hospitals nearby, and 1 or 2 hospitals far by also. So, I own a MGZS EV and I have a Ola S1 Pro. The mileage on ZSEV is around 63,800 as we speak since 2 years. The mileage on Ola is around 71,894 since 2021 Jan. It was delivered in the first batch. So I'm happy with both my vehicles. Just here to share a little bit of experience about EVs. So initially, when we bought the EV infrastructure was little less. That we were just trying to make the single EV as a primary car work. But I think, especially if you're in southern part of India, say Maharashtra and down, I don't think you need to think about it now. Uh, I
Doctor.
just
First, we would like to complete with the Harrier first, and then take in other views. But
okay.
what do you think
Fine.
about the Harrier? What are your views as an experienced EV owner?
I would definitely say that it's a good EV for the competition now. But I think the Tatas have to price it well. Regarding their other variants, they have not released the price yet. But the base variant, I think, will be a value model, considering they have priced it at 21.5 lakhs. Hopefully, they don't limit the number of units for that price to, like, say, 8,000 or 10,000 units, like they did, the MG did for the Windsor Pro. Apart from that, I think they have gone with the safe option of Octillion BMS and Goshion cells with Eve, I think, is the cylindrical cells manufacturer. Uh, Tata have run into some rough roads, but they are trying to improve it, and they have done a lot of work streamlining the BMS and cells for the curve. I hope they do. They have done a better job in Harrier.
Perfect,
For
perfect.
from the tech point of view or the spec point of view, I think V2V and V2L is highly underrated as they should be in India, unless you see the usability of in that certain critical conditions. Other than that, I think Mahindra have missed this one big thing. They should at least ordered this had V2V or V2L function, or at least should have given an option of software upgrade to enable it on their XCV and BE cars. Other than that, I think Tata are doing well with their setups. Just that the pricing is a big question mark. There was no competition for Nexon in the initial years. Only MG had the ZS variant, so they ran aloof with their pricing. They had very premium pricing, and people used to pay. So nowadays, I think with the mass adoption of EV starting, I think we are at the beginning of mass adoption of EV, uh, and the competition is heating up, especially in mid SUV segment between 20 to 25 lakhs, or say 20 to 30 lakhs. I think the competition is heavy. They just can't price it what they want and ask the consumers to pay for it. I think Indian consumers are getting smarter by the day. They are getting more educated by the day, and they're also getting a lot of options by the day with so many other manufacturers coming into India to tap into the market. I think uh, in spite of giving everything, I think you should price it precisely. Then only the numbers might go up. As we are speaking about May data, I think as such the market is down. I heard my co-host saying that the ICE registrations were down by 9, but the EV registrations were 0.9% or 0.1% up. Happy to hear that. So hopefully Tata prices the Harrier well. Regarding the modes, I don't know. They have done a lot of good marketing around the modes and how it will help. Uh, I don't think 90% of the EV owners will use the off-roading or other modes compared to your normal modes. But it's a
Perfect,
good addition to have. It's
perfect,
a good
perfect.
addition to have,
Very
because
well.
you never know. In Bangalore, the city roads turn into off-roading during rainy season. We have very huge craters or swimming pools in the road itself sometimes. In the
No, no,
especially even in
doctor,
mid city.
you are making an excellent point of this water logging and everything. But let us now we take those doubts of battery pack of Tatas and critical error regarding to the battery, and we can completely throw it off in the dustbin because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
definitely.
lifetime.
Yeah, they have done a very good job in the curve. I should commend that. So
Yeah,
I had ordered the Nexon before I bought the MG. Now I'll not be having any doubts to order a Tata
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
have seen the curve.
Exactly, exactly. I think
Yeah,
Aditya is also want to speak on the same lines that I think Aditya wants to contribute on the same
sure,
lines.
sure, sure.
Aditya, you may come
I'll
in.
just mute my mic. Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Am I audible now clearly?
Yes, you are.
Yes, now it's
Yeah.
fine.
So
Yes.
just one thing. Firstly, I wanted to add, like everybody was talking about that sunroof lighting, right? It was not sure, but I checked the brochure. There are two lights on the two sides of the sunroof, and those are syncing with the ambient lighting of the car. So that,
So they Aditya, they are same like curve, but there is a like I will just share the image in the message group. So you are right. The similar two lines along with the
yeah,
sunroof, like they have in the ice
exactly.
also. So it is there, but there is something on the glass only. I will just share in the image.
No, as
It's not detailed in the
yeah, yeah,
brochure.
Dr. Saab will share the image, but as we could see in the media first impressions, even I spotted a
And
few
moreover,
dots.
that's not a like it's a gimmicky thing, so it's not much of a
Yeah, and
and
apart from that,
we don't have to
if you
just
ask my
focus
opinion
on that.
about like the Harrier EV, I was like everyone here was mentioning, people were not confident about the Tata EVs being because of the number of issues and everything happening with the software. So the honestly, I really am looking forward to test drive it, because the thing is that the only thing which is like stopping Tata from still not doing that well is their software, and I think we all agree on that. So that's one thing that they need to really be 100% sure that when they launch this product, it should be 90% free from all software issues. Like, I won't say 100% because that's not practically possible, but so 90% will be enough to for anyone to be mind free and like get this vehicle. So that's what I really feel that like, but the power and all is there, they are really a lot. But so what do you guys think, like, is giving this much power at this price, is it, like, for in Indian conditions, is it fine?
There was an auto car update by Sergio Brito, which said that it is, I think, around about restricted some to 300 something. Nikhil, if you can shed light on that, and Sagar
I
might be
think it was
knowing more.
310 kilowatt restricted by the battery output.
Yes, yes. So basically, 504 will come only in the boost mode.
I'm not sure 500. Oh, for 504 newton meter, yes, that would be the boost
The
mode.
torque, yes, the torque will be boost mode. My
But I mean,
personal
still,
thought,
it's even if, yeah.
go on, Nikhil.
No, I mean, yeah, it's a powerful EV, and I think we have seen couple of accidents with the Mahindra ones also. So, so
Yes,
I
I was
mean,
touching
it's
upon that. So it's about the driver. You can give how much power you want. If the power is too much, the driver has to be responsible for it, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm really worried about. Some of the EV buyers who are not responsible
And
enough.
and and there is an interesting drift mode into that system. You see,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know for what
guys,
it is being done.
imagine when Thar EV comes.
So that will come by 2026, huh? 15 August,
I
15th
think
August 2026.
they should keep Thar ice only. I'm fully supportive of that.
I really hope so.
Also Fortuner EV.
Come on.
uh,
That's
yeah,
you
it should
you
be
can
priced
only
at one
get a
crore.
Uh,
No, no,
I don't
but
think
coming
no, no,
Toyota
no.
will
coming
get
Fortune
yeah, yeah, Doctor Saab, coming to
no,
the
no,
point that
Sagarji,
Aditya raised,
on a lighter note, Toyota 48-volt hybrid is already an EV, right? So that is so you already have an EV, right? For the Japanese, it's an EV.
another Dr. Saab. Don't.
I mean, I was
no, no,
telling
but
someone that
as
media will portray that as
yeah, but as Aditya raised the issue of excessive power being offered, Aditya, we during the podcast for Mahindra 9e and the 6e, we even raised a similar issue. Where we suspected that not so sensible drivers would misuse this much power. But as Mahindra also pushed out a default mode or maybe a power saving mode, I think Tata would be sensible enough to start their cars or maybe give a memory function of the mode on which these powers can be restricted electronically. But yeah, at the end of the day, as Suhel very rightly pointed out, be it any car, be it even a Maruti, with a 5 liter engine, yeah, it's very subjective to the driver, where and how he drives it.
Agreed.
Yes, you're right. You're
Agreed.
right. You're right.
you know.
May I come
In
in?
my college, I saw people drifting in the even the Swift. They were harshly driving even the Swifts. So I mean, any car.
Swift was always a drift friendly car, especially the DDIS without that ABS. We must have been that older Swifts which had that ABS sticker.
Yeah.
I was one of them. I used to drift my Swift.
Yeah.
I
So so
actually completed 1.8
and
lakhs in
one
my Swift.
great
So you
great and
cannot complain about power.
one
No,
interest
no. EV,
and you know
I just wanted to update this point. A lot of power is good, but when I switched from Swift to EV, I have become a very sober and responsible driver. It's the thing about EVs that calm you down, I think. So I
I think
hopefully
it's about EVs that you learn how to drive, I guess.
how to
You
drive. Yeah. Regarding
अरे
the
नहीं
power,
ऐसा ऐसा नहीं है कौशिक भाई. It is because that you will lose the range. That is why you don't drift and all in the EVs. This is what ICE guys would say.
okay, okay. नहीं एक और सोल्यूशन है इसका. सिंपल सोल्यूशन है कि यू डोंट गिव द पावर अपफ्रंट टू द कस्टमर्स. You get them accustomed to how to drive a EV. Say around second servicing or third servicing, you can do a BMS update and slowly release the power. I think that should be the norm going forward. If at all you're too much worried about instant power for new EV owners, rather than limiting it fully or giving a special mode, I think let them get used to the car, give them on the
Yeah, yeah.
second or third
Similarly,
servicing.
I would say like Mahindra provided a, just before the deliveries they provided a default mode. So I would like Tata to give a default mode which turns on the car at around 50% or 60% power only. Later on, when any user specific to his or her driving can then have the option to maybe upgrade the mode for better power.
And precisely, I think Tata, in my opinion, so this power one is like now the dealerships from Mahindra, now the sales representative, they do ask the owner to just be in the default and this mode. Then they gradually advise him to go into the higher modes. So that's a good thing. And even once we used to once we if you go and drive the ICE also, if there are modes in the car, the a proper sales guy would say suggest you that, sir, please kindly drive in this first, then this, then this. So I think that's kind of an education which the brands should do for at the dealership level. So
Correct.
three things I want to add with the Tata one. I think they should get rid of this for 7,500 kilometer uh, service schedule. They should just now, I think it should be 10,000 every 10,000 in my opinion. Second, we still do not know in which currently we I think Sagar, we have those restrictions under 10% in Tata, like the modes don't change and those things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
There are
AC
the
restriction.
Yeah, yeah. Nikhil, go on. Nikhil, go on.
No, you carry on.
Yeah, so you're talking about the turtle modes, right, Doctor Saab
Yes,
in Tata
yeah,
cars?
yeah. Like you don't yet you're not able to change the modes. The
Yeah,
speed
so the
restriction
power
55.
definitely is restricted
So
below
they should
10.
get rid of these things. Imagine a Harrier running at 50 on a four-lane highway. So I don't know why they should get rid of these things. Mahindra software, it doesn't have that kind of thing. You
But
can
Doctor Saab, what I think is this is their first very high value power output motor card. So I would definitely, hope to believe that they have definitely worked on the turtle mode, and they might have given, a few reserve to avoid this turtle mode
Yeah,
in the
look,
battle.
turtle mode at 5% is fine, but restricting the speed at 55 after 10%, those things, and not changing the modes after a certain percentage, Tata should get rid of these things now. Now,
I have
this is
some
the thing.
inside info on that. I might have some inside info on that.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. Please go ahead.
one of my Sub-Zero drives on my MG went viral. The Tata guys had reached out to me to see how it works through one of my common friend. He's a very good active Tata Nexon EV owner in Bangalore. His name is Bharat. So they have actually seen how the Sub-Zero works. I had taken them on a long drive, and they saw the car going with full power, full AC, even at 0% for about 10 kilometers. So they have taken some notes and they said they'll get in touch with MG since they are providing cells to Comet. So I think they have some collaboration regarding that. They might get in touch. They said they'll try to adapt it in their future cars. This was, I think, 8 months before.
Yeah,
So I'm
because what I see is when a ice because what happens is when most of the Tata EV owners were also not knowing what happens below 10%, 20% once they are taking the test drive. So these kind of things are not known to the owners. Like not everybody knows those things. So once the Harrier and these kind of vehicles they come on road and you will have those. ICE people just buying the EV, and uh, then those videos would pop up like, now I can't go beyond 55. It's like that. So these things I think Tata should avoid now, because now they are into a certain zone. They know the software, they know the data and all those things. So they are they're kind of in a position now. They should get that software to get more mature. This is what I say. After 5%, you can have a turtle mode. There is no problem. But it shouldn't be like 10% or 15 or those kind of things. AC doesn't work. AC doesn't give full blast, and these things should be sorted with the software and those things. That was a larger point.
And
Yeah, I
there
think the
should be
easy
some buffer
solution for this.
below because
Yeah, the easy solution this would be to just do like a MGZS, have around 2 kilowatt buffer so that the owners get used to it, and ask the owners only to use it when it is critical, not in day-to-day use.
Yeah, Nikhil,
yeah.
Nikhil, yeah.
So, as we
So I
can we
think
just touch upon?
eh,
So, just
everyone
Nikhil,
wanted the lifetime warranty on this. So it's finally here. Are you guys less concerned now about Tata
Yes,
Electric?
yes.
You first.
I am
Definitely,
less
Absolutely,
concerned. Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely. Lifetime warranty means that Tata themselves believe in the battery now. So that is a plus
No, no,
point.
lifetime warranty for Tata now is like they believe in the market now. It's मजबूरी वाला काम है अब तो मतलब करना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, करना पड़ेगा. And also, as you mentioned, I guess the 7,500 kilometer service thing, I guess it only for the initial part, because they also, I think, just want to check that everything is working fine initially, and hopefully in the future sales they would change it to
They have not
No,
10,000
but
or
changed
isn't
15,000.
this a
this.
speculation still, because we have not got the owner's manual yet?
No, no,
So the
Sagar. No, no, no,
service
no, no,
schedule.
no, Sagar. 7,500 kilometer schedule is pan Tata. It's for the ICE. It's for the EV everywhere.
No, no,
It should
Doctor
be ten
Saab,
thousand.
Doctor Saab, with this Tata Harrier EV launch, the
Yeah, you are
owner's
right. We
manual is
don't know.
not
Yeah,
yet
yeah,
yet
you are
out.
right.
So I think we might, our speculation might go wrong on this part, because I
Yes, we
think
agree. We
Tata
agree.
has
Agree.
Correct.
listened to
Correct.
the feedback.
So I
Yes,
just
yes, I
wanted
agree.
to.
I agree.
So I just wanted to point out, like, what all the features do you think the Harrier misses? For me, it's personally the adaptive regen. I think if that could have been provided, that could have been being at par because XCV provides it. So I think it misses that.
So,
Do you have
so
anything in mind?
I think first Sagar should contribute in that. Then I will add.
So, Suhail, your question was specific to what? Can you please repeat that?
So my question is, we've all talked about the good things and some of the things which Tata can improve upon. But what do you think Harrier EV specifically misses in its launch as compared to what it could have provided in terms of
Uh
features or anything else?
yeah. I think they must have provided more information about lifetime warranty, because see, the Achilles heel of Tata till now, and with the past history of Tata EV cars in India, I think see, Mahindra, when they launched their 9e, they took media people to the R&D center in Chennai. They showed them the tech, main tech, and the cut sections of the whole car, what kind of cells they were using, all the the working behind the project. So that is where I think Tata lacked very much. They should have instilled a sense of confidence even more further in the first impression itself. I have a doubt that they might have another launch event on the same lines, like Mahindra did in two halves for this Harrier EV. But I particularly was very interested in giving a full blast of confidence on this LTW, that is lifetime warranty details. With regards to Tata, it is still very much expected at the 2nd July timeline of Tata, where they give further details. But that is the first Achilles heel that Tata needs to instill in the minds of people. See, announcing LTW, that is lifetime warranty, is brilliant. I think Tata has given a master stroke on that part, where they have given a first impression. But what will matter in terms of Tata more than Mahindra? is what kind of cells they are using, and what is the SOH health cutoff that will be calculated for the warranty. That is the most important thing that needs to be very much clear in prospective Tata Harrier buyers. And second thing, I think I might suspect it, because it may not be very much born EV platform. So it needs to be seen like, why there the battery boot section hump is there. It needs to be very much seen that it is a raised floor, little bit raised, I wouldn't say much. That is the main reason they have given the EIRVM. They knew that our boot space is compromised. So that is where I am not much happy about the integration. But anyways, it's not a major issue. Major certain further expectation mine of would be about their QWD. If they can bring it down to within 28 lakhs, I think Mahindra has a hard time on their hands.
And a
And
particular
more.
feature that you think that was missing from Harrier that you would have liked to have it, Sagar?
See, feature wise, Suhail, personally, I would compromise as a very practical buyer if one or two features are not there. What matters for me is the underlying technology in terms of battery pack, in terms of BMS, and the first most important for me is safety along with the drive experience, because I come from a background where I've been driving Volkswagens. So I look at any of my next purchase as what would it give me in terms of driving and safety. So these 4 points, that is driving, safety, battery pack, and BMS, is the most important things that I would like to experience on my first test drive.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's a good. So if we just count, if we just say just like which features they miss versus the XCV90, because invariably the comparisons would be there always. So first one is the HUD setup. They don't have any, they don't have a counter of a Vision X. So maybe they're restricting it for Safari, or maybe I'm still a lot of people are skeptical that
Dr.
Safari
Saab, I
would
would like to
come.
counter. Let us discuss on this. HUD. Do you really think, even Maruti is giving in their 15 lakh cars? Do you really think that is a practical feature in India, considering how many distraction we have in front
No,
of
no,
our eyes
considering,
already in on
no,
the
no,
on the Indian
I
roads?
would, let's not compare the Maruti
No, no, no,
HUDs
no. I am
with
I
the.
am
So
I am
what
just
I'm trying to
wanting to
say is,
discuss. Yeah, yeah.
what the feedback which we have got from the XEV owners, they are loving the Vision X. The XEV owners, they're loving the Vision X, and they're loving the subtle integration which which Mahindra has done on the XEV9. Like it would, like once your battery is low, it will tell you where the charger is, and those integrations like once you open the door, the battery is low at that indication. So Mahindra has done those clever bit of touches with their BEVs, and maybe Tata has also done some clever touches, which we will get to know once the launch, once the clear media drives happen by 12th or 13th of June, the quad day which they see. So in terms of just looking at how the features, like we say V12, V2, V is missed in Mahindra. So if we just figure that out, so something like Vision X is missing from Tata's lineup. So currently it doesn't have it. It may not be a deal breaker. You are right that it's not you're absolutely right that it's not like that. By if the Vision X kind of thing is not there in Harrier, it would be a deal breaker. No, not at all. Even you are absolutely right. If you have specs, like I wear the glasses, so it's not easy to concentrate with those Vision X. I've in my test drive of most of the cars where these HUD setup is there.
No, no, Dr. Saab, not only
It's
about the
difficult.
glasses, not only about the glasses. What I meant to say was, in India, there is a lot of chaos on the roads. When you drive a
Oh, I
car,
agree. I
yeah.
agree with that. But currently, I'm just comparing. Like it's there. It's on. Like once we compare, na, like there are two teams, team one, team two. What is this missing? What is that missing? So if we just compare on that level, so this one HUD is a miss, and if you go to technology stuff, in the XCV9 or in the Mahindra BEVs. you have those real-time energy insights which they come on the screen. I think we don't have those things in Tata Harrier, and we still do not know if it gets the single pedal driving, dedicated one, and it doesn't have a dedicated switch like the Mahindra has. So these are things, and I'm not sure if the front gets the light. Uh, I'm not sure if the any media guy has concentrated on that. Hydraulic studs I already talked. So these are the only few features which you can say that they lack versus the Mahindra ones. Otherwise, it's got everything. So and another thing is it's on the EV software related. Like with the Mahindras, you can stop it with the paddle. Like you can stop the car with the holding long pressing that paddle shifter. So it's missing in the Tata Harrier. And the boost mode is only restricted to QWD, while Mahindra has that boost mode in current RWD models also. So these are just nitpickings. If just you have to pick it like what it is missing, or you tell me what's missing. So these are the nitpickings which I have picked. But overall, it seems to be fine. And yes, if you go more technical, you can say that it doesn't have a 175 or 150 kilowatt speeds, DC charging speed, but it does have that 120 speed. And the only the very good the good aspect of Tata is they've just marketed it very well. In the next one also, they used to say that in 15-minute charging you will get 150 kilometers. Now they have said that I think how much time they've got, 250
25
kilometers.
minutes, 25.
Yeah, so these kind of things really really add up. And to credit to Tata, they have that 120 kilowatt chargers which they are setting up for the Tata Harrier. So only hope is that once the media drive is there, I don't know why in the media drives, the key aspect of any OEM, if there are people who are listening and who may listen to this recording, maybe. So any media event for an electric car, there should be a demo of the peak speed. If Tata has got the charger of 120 kilowatt, they should plug in and show it. So why are not showing it? I don't know. No review comes like that. The review is on all those things, features, how it drives, but these small key aspects they miss.
Correct. I think if they
That
give
is,
the car to community members, then they will do all the things, all these things that you mentioned.
but
To check.
they have to see na which they whether they feel that we are the community members. These guys have a different community members. Don't know why. So
They
that was
only
the
think
only
about
thing that.
the general public, na? So the general public is worried about features and everything. Only when they purchase the EV do they think about, okay, what is the charging speed will I get? But I guess slowly and these things will change and come in.
I think the Tata charging speeds are fine given the chargers we have.
Yes,
Most are
yes.
60,
If
60, some are
120 is fine.
120. Even the 120 will require a 300 ampere gun, which most don't have. Most have 200 or
yes, yes,
250
I
ampere.
agree.
So
Right, you are right.
charging part is fine. And I heard that they might upgrade it to 150 or 160. They are having some part issue from what I heard. Not sure. So maybe there will be update, but even the current speed of 120 kilowatt is absolutely fine on our charging infrastructure.
Do you have
Yeah,
any idea of the voltage architecture? How much voltage?
About 380 or something it should be.
I think Nikhil, it's high time for the all manufacturers. Like Mahindra has done fine now. They've got a good brochure now. So if you see the brochures from BYD or a pure electric car brochures, which the brands publish, so it's really they tell the voltage architecture, they tell the this AC speed, DC speed, how much time. So these kind of details should be there in the brochure in long run. These things need to change in for a better.
These things will change, Dr. Saab, when many of the EV owners become vocal, and they become more passionate about their demands from the OEMs. Unless and until we as EV owners, or prospective EV owners, if we are not vocal, then these companies will not publish out these details, or will not take into account. So I request everyone everywhere as EV owners to just start even criticizing the OEMs where it's needed.
Yeah, right, right, right.
I mean, for the charging and the battery and cell detail, we are here.
Yeah,
बाकी
अगर
बाकी कुछ पूछते रहो.
so I think someone who wants, I think Ankush wants to speak. Let him speak if he wants to add on this Harrier, right?
Yeah, actually, I did not have much to speak. It's just that earlier pricing for the 75 kilowatt was being discussed. So I thought
The
maybe,
pricing, the
in my
pricing,
opinion,
the
in
pricing
my
is only
opinion,
the pricing is only for 65, which we know, not for
yeah,
75.
the pricing has been, I mean, has been announced for 65. But in my
Yes.
opinion, the Tata will undercut the price of XEV 9E by about 1 lakh, and they will leave a little bit more room with the dealers, so that because in what has happened in the last few months, Tata has been lagging behind due to bad feedback when it comes to MG and when you start comparing with MG and with Mahindra. So because of that, it has started to the sales have started to lag behind. So they need to catch up, and I think they need to leave some wiggle room in the pricing with the dealers as well for that to happen.
Yeah,
So
in the initial run, they can like what NG did was they were like for any brand, if you want to sell the numbers, they term it as like buying the market share. Supposedly, my car is there, I'm selling it for a 4 lakh profit or a margin, so I can reduce that margin with that 2 lakh spending, which is a artificial like stuff like now I will have a 2 lakh margin. Let's price it in such a way so that we can have more volumes. This is mastery which MG did with Winster. So Tata can hope for doing this kind of thing.
yeah, and plus also with the lifetime warranty, somebody mentioned that Tata now has confidence to offer lifetime warranty. I don't think it's out of their confidence. It's more to do with the comparative pressure. So earlier they were offering the 160,000 kilometer warranty based on what the global trend was, and they were they were the only one there at that time. And now because when I mean MG and Mahindra are now offering lifetime warranties. They are out of competitive pressure. They are starting to offer lifetime warranties on Harrier, and probably this will continue with the Nexons and Curves also in sometime in the future.
It should actually, actually every if you see the series of interviews which has happened after the launch event of Harrier, what I saw in all, I've seen all most of the interviews. So there are very interesting things which journalists have really poked in. So they were the one question which everyone touched upon is the platform. They asked repeatedly whether it's Mr. Vivek, whether it's Mr. Anand, whether it's Mr. Sailesh, that what platform is this? They were poking like Mahindra has got a bond like those like skateboard. Why it's not a skateboard? Like something like that. Second was on the lifetime warranty. The explanation which came from the Tata guys, Tata management was that it's a higher pack, so you will need lesser charge cycles. So that is why we are offering the LTW. They would and we were not expect anybody would not expect Tata to say that the competition is going market. So there was in one or two interview they said that market demanded it, so we are offering it. But the reason which in most of the interviews they said that it's a bigger battery pack, so we can give it here. And now we really do not know whether they offer it below Nexon. So it seems that they would be giving it with Curve and the 45 Nexon, and we are sure that in the upcoming models it would be there. That is a given thing. These are also very tricky things.
So I think Tata might as much say this is pure EV architecture, but they are still trying to put it in the ICE body.
Yeah,
There are
and
still some compromises.
in the interviews they told like you please give this message. This message should go to the customers. It's a pure EV architecture.
No, 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 no. I mean, Tata can't say as much as it wants, but it is still not a pure EV.
No, so
It's not a.
I say that we can to give credit to Tata and have peace with it. Active EV is a pure EV, and Inglow and all those are born EV. So this is the like once the Evenia comes, it would be a born EV, and you will
I
see
mean, I,
Tata will say
I
themselves.
think this born EV thing has started in India. I haven't seen it anywhere. Either it is a pure EV or it is a converted one. We now have introduced a new term called born EV.
Yeah,
But
so you
yeah,
will.
whatever.
And I think you can mark this thing. Once Evenia comes, they will say that this is a born EV. That was a pure EV. ये अपने आप ही ऐसे बोलेंगे.
No, no, I
So
think
Avinya,
uh,
Tata is still not sure that if Avinya will be here or not. There are still some doubts and internal discussion on that. So as much as they are saying they will launch it, but internally things are different.
I think we have to wait for Sierra. I think Sierra, I think, will be their first born EV or pure EV,
No,
whatever.
it won't be born navy.
no,
It
Sierra
won't.
would be on active
None of these will be born navy.
No, I think
No future car currently like Tata is a born navy.
yeah. I was going through XCV9E brochure, and someone spoke about the auto region. So even in the XCV9 brochure at the launch, the auto region was not mentioned. So this is purely a software feature. So I think even Tata can provide it. So
Yes,
we
yes, and this was touched upon by the owners only that it's got an auto region.
Uh, Guys, so any closing comments? I need to go in just like five
any questions
minutes.
from the audience?
I think.
Anyone wants to ask a question? Please raise your hands so that we can get you joined in. Anyone? Yeah, Kosh. Yeah, doctor. Yeah, doctor. Please ask.
Uh, any method to import foreign EVs or any procedure is there?
Sir, you can't register and left-hand drive EV in India.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
As of now, I hope this gets
Yeah, I
lifted.
mean,
Yeah,
but by the time it's lifted, EVs will be here locally.
yeah. I hope so. Hope so.
I had a I was I had a request for from a potential guy who wanted to be added in an EV group. So he messaged me that I am currently owner of a Punch EV, and I am planning to buy a Hummer EV. So kindly
Oh
add me
God.
in the group. So I messaged him, brother, if you are buying a Hummer EV, you don't need to be in any group. So then the response came after 10 minutes. Oh, sir, I was sorry that I wanted a Harrier EV, not the Hummer EV. So that was a typo. So that's just a passing thing.
Learn to earn. If you have any question, you have 1 minute.
I also want to point out that the 11 kilowatt AC charging thing is also not a big issue because there are extremely limited use cases for that. Most people,
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's not a deal breaker, but it would have been nice to have it.
the,
It's not a
the
deal breaker,
yeah,
but I feel
yeah,
but
like
it would have been
because
nice.
only limited case would be if I'm traveling and I have to balance my cells. Like I have to balance it after 3 or 4 DC charging. So if I get a 11 kilowatt at some hotel or my friend's house, so it will help it. So that's the only advantage.
Doctor Saab.
You're right that it's not a deal breaker.
even when you're traveling, generally, I mean, overnight charging अगर आपको कहीं पे मिल रही है तो 8-10 घंटे 7-8 घंटे मिल ही जाते हैं.
Yeah, yeah, but 11 and 7 it will just save my 4 or 5 hours, no?
Yeah, true.
That is the only thing.
No, I think even for balancing also, I think with new gen LFP cells, I don't think it is required. Uh,
No. You still need 100% charge no matter whichever
नहीं
electric
नहीं
you have.
करेक्ट बट जैसे टाटा और एमजी कहते हैं कि हर दो डीसी चार्जिंग पे बैलेंसिंग करना चाहिए,
Well, that's
दैट इज गॉन
that's
नाउ.
because of the early issue that owners said they are just trying to have owners say fully charge it at regular interval. It's not a mandatory requirement. I mean, if you need a 6 DC charge instead of 4 to reach there, you can just do 6 DC without doing a full AC. But it's just you don't go too long without a full AC,
Yeah, yeah.
full charge. That's
Yeah,
what they're
So,
trying
yeah,
to convey.
correct.
anyone can have that Zigbee video in which clearly what Nikhil said,
Hello,
it was like that. So I think Learn to Earn wanted to ask something. If you can go ahead,
am I
sir.
audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
I'm not able to listen.
Okay, I think. Well, thank you everyone.
I think
Dr. Saab,
Learn
Sagar.
to Earn wanted to ask, then we can just wrap it in 2 minutes.
Yeah, please speak. You have just a minute. You are on mute.
No, no, he's having some issues or
Uh,
connectivity issues. He went down to
नहीं,
earth.
आई थिंक जस्ट मेरी तरह माइक इशू हो गया होगा, सो आई थिंक ही इज रिकनेक्टिंग. वी विल वेट फॉर हिम एंड देन विल रैप इट अप अगर वो नहीं कनेक्ट करते तो.
I think he left. Yeah.
Yeah, he left. He left.
Well, I will take his questions in DM if he needs anything.
Yeah. So,
Okay, thank you, everyone.
so we
And
have Rahul Kalra requesting. We can just Nikhil, you can just
Yeah.
wait for
Yeah. Take
five
Rahul in,
minutes.
Nikhil. Take Rahul in.
Rahul, be quick. You have 1 minute.
Yes, sorry, I just joined actually. Can I get a recorded copy of this space? I'm
Yes. You will find it on YouTube in about a week.
okay. Thank you so much. Just
Yeah.
any
Okay.
detailed questions after that, I'll just post it to you.
Sure. Thanks.
Thank you.
So I think the session was really well managed this time rather than the last time. So it was
Last time was it?
last time
Yeah.
was bit like it was like a war last time, you know. So I think Learn to Earn has come. Just a second.
Guys, I really need to go.
So
So we'll
I
end it
really
here.
need to go
We'll end
right
it.
so
now.
Learn to Earn has come, I
Yeah,
think.
learn to earn is online.
So
I
Nikhil,
think we
Nikhil,
can
can
have
you
a
can
question.
you oh no, you have to give the
Hello.
rights. Okay. Yeah. Please ask your question. Learn to one pretty quickly.
Yeah, yeah. Just wanted to ask regarding this base model of Harrier. So they are saying that the torque will be 502, but because the boost mode is not available in the base model, so how would that
So
be achieved?
I will just add on, sir. They have not they have not shared anything about the 65 kilowatt hour battery pack. So there is no details about it, how much the torque would be, how much the power would be. So the currently we have only details on QWD, and we know that boost mode is not coming in the 65 kilowatt hour one as per the brochure and the press release.
Yes, they have only listed the features of the base variant and not the other technical details.
Okay, and I joined late, so because by the time I joined, so I was just hearing about that suspension thing. I think I might have missed something. So the glide suspensions are in all the front and rear both.
It's
Yes,
that also I think
it's front and both.
it seems to be, but as they say, the detail devil details वाला वो क्या बोलते होते हैं?
Devil in the details, Doctor Saab. वो मैं ही कहता हूँ.
Yeah.
Devil in the
So
details.
हाँ, so we have to wait till 12 and 13. And
Okay.
moreover,
Yeah.
Harrier
One.
suspension is always it's always had a good suspension, so that's kind of covered.
And
So
guys,
how
guys,
good is
I
it?
just want to clear on 12th and 13th, you might not get all the details because Tata might reserve to reveal some details on the second. So I think media will be very controlled. So they in what
No,
information they
Sagar,
give out.
the 2nd July is just the price reveal.
Yeah,
The main they will provide all the details on 12th and 13th. I don't think they
no,
will
but
delay it
Doctor
Well,
further.
Saab,
they,
even
they
Mahindra.
they will embargo it till 2. I think they will embargo it
Yeah,
till
that
2.
is what
Sir, one
नहीं
last
They
I
नहीं
got
might have
question.
an
Sagar,
insider
event on
info
12th.
that
नहीं नहीं
some information, critical information.
12 13 जून का मीडिया इवेंट can't be embargoed till 2 जुलाई 2 3 दिन का ही होगा embargo 16
No,
17
no,
का
Doctor Saab, in embargoes, they set a very specific condition what all to tell and what all not to tell. So I
I
think,
agree
I
but
suspect on second.
12 day embargo is highly unlikely to happen So my take is quad in the quad days they will tell you everything. They will have those kind of specific situations for the
No, no, Dr.
QWD
Saab,
setup.
I think quad date itself shows that
Guys,
they will only
I
QWD.
guys,
They
sorry
will
to
only display QWD.
sorry to interrupt, but I really need to close this space. I have some urgent
All right, all right,
thing
all
to
right,
attend.
gentlemen. Thank you for
Yeah.
joining. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and we will join next to next Saturday.
Right, right.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.